everything learning, leadership, personal growth, and coaching. I am your host, Dr. Maurine Kwende. I'm a learning leader, faculty, educator. Um, I'm also the CEO and founder of EMK Learning Solutions, and I'm passionate about empowering organizations to be able to empower their leaders to become leaders people want to work for. So contact me at my organization and we'll be glad to help you. So every week we record a new topic and we also pick a theme. So this month of November, and for those who are in the US, we know that this is a month of Thanksgiving. So our theme of the month is that of gratitude. So this month we're working on gratitude in leadership. And so today we're going to be focusing on a topic that goes to the heart of effective leadership, leading with appreciation. So just thinking about your own journey as a leader, have you really experienced appreciation from your leaders? I have so many examples that I can share. Some leaders who feel entitled and don't think employees even deserve any appreciation for the work that they do. I'm not talking about employees who are just coasting. I'm talking about employees who work really hard, yet the leaders do not want to show them any appreciation. So today we're going to be getting into how leaders can show appreciation, the multiple ways that leaders can express gratitude. So gratitude is expression is not just a feel-good gesture. It's a leadership skills that really strengthens relationships, boosts morale, create a culture of trust and collaboration. There's so many benefits of showing appreciation, showing gratitude, and we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. So you can go and listen to the past episode, and where we also talk about how you can cultivate those habits of gratitude. So today we're going to look at practical ways, right, to show gratitude to your team, why it even matters, and how you can make it consistent and a part of your own leadership. So let's talk about why it matters. We should be showing appreciation, gratitude in every way that we can do. I mean, we have contact with our employees, right? And so when we show gratitude consistently to employees and they feel appreciated, they're more engaged and more motivated, right? There's less likelihood of experiencing burnout. They're more loyal, they're more have a sense of belonging, right? When you have those appreciation culture within the organization, it also fosters a positive culture, leading to better collaboration, higher productivity, a stronger sense of purpose, sense of oneness. As a leader, showing appreciation is not just about recognizing outcomes; it's about acknowledging the effort, creativity, dedication to your team, putting in all the work every day. So I mentioned earlier on that you might have some employees who are coasting, right? However, you still want to acknowledge their effort, no matter how small. And then also, gratitude is contagious, right? When you model gratitude as a leader, it sets the tone for your entire team to encourage them to recognize and appreciate each other. So, what are some of the ways that you can show gratitude to your employee, right? So, what are the ways? Like number one could be, personal acknowledgement. Take time to thank your team members for their contributions. Even a quick thank you email or verbal acknowledgement in a one-on-one meeting, it makes a whole world of a difference. Be specific why you're appreciating them, right? Mention the project or behavior why it stood out. This week I got a very nice appreciation note for one of the participants of my cohort, leadership cohort for emerging leaders. And so it was really a nice note from this particular participant, really expressing how they have been transformed by being part of this journey, right? So it was just really heartwarming to get that appreciation from a participant. So if you're thinking as a leader, if you're not modeling it, would they even feel comfortable to model it back, right? So I show appreciation to them every single time in the cohort, and it was nice to hear them, echo it back to me. Now, another way that you can do that is public recognition. And so I know some people don't like public recognition, but if they're okay with it, look for ways that you can celebrate them in public, right? During team meetings, newsletters, you might make them, employee of the month, spotlighting them. This not only validates their efforts, but it also inspires others to strive for excellence. I go to CVS Pharmacy all the time. Even Nordstrom, you would see Employee of the Month on the wall, and you would see Pharmacist of the Month in CVS. It's very inspiring to see those employees' names on the wall, making you understand that these ones, they're actually there to really do their best, and definitely it excites other people who want to be recognized too, right, and work hard. Now, I have done many workshops, strategic leadership workshops, where there were activities of, people would do simple things like handwritten notes for a week retreat, right? People would just take time to acknowledge people by writing even simple handwritten notes. In a world that is dominated by digital communication, a handwritten note might feel incredibly special, and it shows that you took the time to reflect and express your appreciation in a special way. So, another way is to celebrate milestones, right? So, do you know what their work anniversary is? Did they just complete a big project? Or just a personal achievement. They just earned that degree that have been working hard for months and months and years. So you want to celebrate these milestones in a great way to show your team that you value their contribution. Now, you want to be able to, if you don't yet have that in place, can you put together a peer-to-peer recognition program, right? So because a gratitude does not always have to come from the top, right? It can go across, right? So encourage your team to recognize each other by creating a peer-to-peer recognition system. This could be a virtual gratitude board, shout out to during meetings, or even small reward systems that you can put in place, right? So you want to also provide growth opportunities. One way that you can do that is by investing in your team development, right? Give them opportunities for training, mentorship, or even leadership roles, right? So it really sends the message to them that you appreciate their effort and believe in their potential and want to see them thrive. So many times people would say, "Hey, I don't even know what my organizational values are." And so make sure that you're communicating those values to them and they can see those across the board, right? And make sure that you're aligning gratitude with those company values, and make sure that they're tied to the organization values as well and to their own values. So there's some aligning across the board. So if innovation is a core value, for example, acknowledge when team members show creativity in solving the problem, and then and this reinforces therefore the behaviors that are more important to your company. So I know that we talked a couple of weeks ago on how to make leadership, gratitude in leadership a habit, right? So it's also critical to not just make it a one-off, but make it a consistent part of your style. And so, you can do that by even starting and ending meetings with gratitude, asking them, what are you grateful for? Begin or close meetings by highlighting, something that you appreciate. It could be an individual or team or organizational effort. Now, you also want to maybe create a gratitude journal where you note moments and appreciations on a weekly basis, right? And so this helps you stay intentional and also being aware and being able to recognize and acknowledge them each time. So incorporate gratitude even during your performance reviews, right? Provide feedback, include recognition when someone does things well. You want to be able to, not just, provide negative feedback, but there should be a balance, right? Constructive criticism as well as also genuine appreciation. I'm not referring to something like a feedback sandwich that is just, not recommended in my opinion. So another way is to form this habit is to encourage gratitude across teams. So we want to invest in building this culture where gratitude flows in all directions, not just from up top to bottom, but between peers and from team to leader. So now, when leaders lead with appreciation, it definitely creates a ripple effect that goes far beyond the individuals being recognized. Over time, there now exists this gratitude driven approach, which leads to stronger team relationships and collaboration, increased trust and psychological safety within the team. This is just a powerful one. A more positive and productive work culture, higher employee retention and engagement. And so this then becomes a long term investment in your team and also your organization's success. So, as we wrap up today's episode, I would like to remind you that gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools that a leader can use. So, I want to encourage you to take the time to acknowledge and appreciate your team's effort, and so you can therefore create a work environment that fosters motivation, trust, and collaboration. So now we know that this is Tuesday, right? So in a couple of days, for those who are in the US, we have Thanksgiving coming up. So I want to first of all take this opportunity to say thank you to all our listeners out there, far and wide in the US, across the world. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing this podcast. Thank you for being a guest on the podcast. Thank you for being a listener. Thank you for just being there, holding us down for this few years, right? We've had this podcast, we're getting close to about 5 years. So thank you so much for trusting us and encouraging us to do this every week. So thank you, and I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving to you and your loved ones. Thank you for joining me today on the Empowerment Minutes podcast. As this month we continue to explore how gratitude can transform leadership and teams. So I would like to say stay tuned for more insights and strategies. Until next time, same time next week, remain blessed. This is Dr. Maurine Kwende signing off.